you seen Star Wars?
My friends, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas this year for Star Wars fans, even though it's only January. Yesterday, we learned the news that LucasfilmGames is basically a new branch over there at Lucasfilm. And today, we've got the official confirmation that the exclusive deal with EA is no more. They are no longer exclusively making Star Wars games going past 2023. And the big announcement for the day is that Lucasfilm is teaming up with Ubisoft to make a story-driven open-world Star Wars game. And I have to give credit where credit is due already. We have asked for this for a long time, and they mentioned this in the article specifically. They say the huge news that LucasfilmGames and Ubisoft are collaborating on a new story-driven open-world Star Wars game. It's a genre long requested by fans and will come to life via massive entertainment. Now, they have worked on games like Tom Clancy's The Division 1 and 2, and things like Assassin's Creed Revelations, what's the other one, Far Cry 3, so they have some history when it comes to this open world genre. They say we've spent almost a year now working to get to know them and what they want to bring to the table. I'm a huge fan of them. Personally, I think we're really excited about where that project is going because they have a unique vision for the story and the game they want to deliver. And this comes from the VP of Lucasfilm Games, Douglas Riley. And they also do mention, though, that they're continuing the relationship that resulted in the reinvigorated Battlefront series, the critically acclaimed Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and multiplayer hit Star Wars Squadrons, of course EA. They say EA will also play a big role in the future of Star Wars gaming, and the Vice President said, "We're really proud of the games we've created with EA. We will continue working with them, and our relationship has never been stronger. While we may not have a lot of details to share at the moment, we've got a number of projects underway with the talented teams at EA." I do find it funny, he says the relationship has never been stronger. I feel like it was a little stronger when you signed a 10-year exclusive deal with them than you do when you go to the free market, basically. So I think this is great news. I mean, this is something fans have asked for a long time, and it's one of those things where not everyone was against the idea of EA making Star Wars games. We were against the idea that they were only going to make Star Wars games. Now we have the option of Ubisoft makes a open world story-driven Star Wars game. Well, we can go buy that now. We can go buy that from them. And then if EA comes with their own Star Wars game and we're like, I don't want to support EA, you don't have to go buy it anymore. And that's great. And I also think it's okay to have EA continue to work on Star Wars games as long as we let other companies work on it, as long as we just kind of give that opportunity to great developers and studios, apparently like Massive Entertainment. And don't forget, we also heard reports a year or so ago that they reached out to Activision, and there was some reports that came out this year, not this year actually, 2020, last year now, but there were reports saying that they were working on a Force Unleashed 3 and Republic Commando kind of sequel. I think one of it was going to be called the Imperial Commando. So there seems to be a bright future for Star Wars games now that Lucasfilm Games is a thing, and I just couldn't be happier. This actually makes me really excited for the future of Star Wars when it comes to video games, and just in general. I mean, we've all been really excited with all the shows and the movies that have been announced. Now we're getting a new era of Star Wars games that is not going to be controlled by EA. EA has canceled more games than they've made when it came to the Star Wars universe. And now we have this. Now we have Ubisoft making their own Star Wars game. It's open world, it's story driven. Could it be inspired by 1313? That would be something we would love to see. I think a lot of us, even if it's not specifically 1313, we know we're not going to get that back. I'm sorry, that's just dust in the wind at this point. The team who made that is gone. The code is very old at this point. But what could happen is we can get an open world Star Wars bounty hunter game. Or one for The Mandalorian. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine if maybe this game comes out in 5 years, The Mandalorian show is kind of wrapped up. I highly doubt it will be at that point, but imagine 5 years from now we get a open world bounty hunter Star Wars game. And also, what era should this take place? There's the prequel era, we have the sequels, we have the original trilogy, we have the High Republic now, we have that timeline between episodes 6 and 7 that takes place during The Mandalorian. We have options here, personally. And this may come to a shock to you who know me, Star Wars only. I think we should do it in the prequel era, and I think we should do it between episodes 1 and 2. I feel like that's an underexplored era. It's what took place during the Jango Fett video game that came out many years ago called Bounty Hunter. I would love us to do another video game in that era because it's right before the Clone Wars. There's still a lot of peace going on, but there's also some, we got some Sith activity coming on from Darth Sidious and apparently Count Dooku at that point. So I think making a game in that timeline after Episode 1 or even before Episode 1 would be great because yeah, we've done a lot with the Clone Wars already, but tell me your thoughts below. What era do you want this game to take place? Are you happy that Ubisoft and Massive Entertainment are working on an open-world Star Wars game that is story-driven? This is something we've asked for years from EA, and we never got it. I'm very disappointed in an EA, but it's alright. Things are changing. The future of Star Wars is very, very bright. It just seems to get brighter and brighter day by day. So tell me your thoughts below. What are you looking forward to in this game? What era do you want it to be in? And what other studios do you want Lucasfilm to reach out to and create video games with in the Star Wars universe? I'm Star Wars Only. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe because it does help out the channel. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.